Hello and welcome to the News by Standards. The government has been urged to press ahead with plans to force criminals to attend their own sentencing hearings. Thomas Cashman refused to enter the dock when he was jailed for at least 42 years on Monday for the shooting and murder of Olivia Pratt-Colville in her own home. The aunt of another murder victim called on Justice Secretary Dominic Raab to expedite plans to compel criminals to appear for sentencing. Farah Naz also wants judges to have the ability to punish those who refuse. The Ministry of Justice has been approached for a response. Opposition leader Sir Keir Starmer said because Olivia's family couldn't hide from Cashman's horrendous crimes, he shouldn't be allowed to either. Miss Naz's niece Zara Alina was sexually assaulted and murdered by Jordan McSweeney after he attacked the 35-year-old law graduate while walking home from a night out in Ilford, Essex on the 26th of June. Like Cashman, he also refused to attend his sentencing in person, leading Miss Naz to say he had wrongly taken control of the courtroom. She said it's the last bit of power that needs to be taken away from offenders. I think there are other ways to make the convict come to face their judgment, and that would be to add time to their sentencing, or there can be other ways. Otherwise, we don't have people deterred from committing crimes. If they're just moving from cell to cell, there's no sense of punishment. I would like Dominic Raab to move forward with developing this law. Miss Naz said she felt really sad for Olivia's family that they were not able to see the man who destroyed their lives being sentenced. Surely the judgment is part of the punishment, she asked. We all wanted to face him when we were reading out victim impact statements. We wanted to watch him watch the footage of his murdering Zara and what he did to her. As a result, the whole legal process felt incomplete. He took power over Zara, and then in the courtroom, he took power. It felt like he was able to have that. Surely, once they have been convicted, all their rights are removed. Cashman, aged 34, killed Olivia and injured her mother, Cheryl Colville, as he chased a fellow drug dealer into their Dovecot home on the 22nd of August. Neither Cashman nor his intended target, Joseph Nee, were known to Miss Colville. Sentencing him in absentia at Manchester Crown Court, Miss Justice Amanda Yip said drug dealer Cashman's refusal to appear in court was disrespectful to Olivia's family. She said he was not of previous good character, had made it clear he was a criminal, and had demonstrated no remorse. His failure to come into court is further evidence of that. Commenting on Cashman's refusal to enter the dock, a Ministry of Justice source said Olivia and her family weren't able to hide from Thomas Cashman's crime, so he shouldn't be able to hide from justice. The source said this is exactly why the Deputy Prime Minister, Dominic Raab, is committed to changing the law so that offenders are forced to face the consequences of their actions. Following McSweeney's sentencing, Mr. Raab said in February he was examining whether judges should be able to impose longer terms on those who refused to come to court. Labour leader Sir Keir added, for some time we've been saying there needs to be a change in the law to stop this. For many victims and their families, there is this sense of a gap in the process if the defendant doesn't actually come and face justice. Of course, this is cowardly. One of the ideas would be to allow the judge to have the power to increase the sentence if the defendant didn't come into court to face justice. We should look at all options. We need something that works. He added, at the moment, there is that profound sense of a gap for victims and their families, and we need to do something about that. We've been calling for this for some time now. The government says it is interested in that.